Ultimately, we are all responsible for how each of our own stories turn out in many ways, and some of us may have had many, many more barriers in our way than others. People figure it out. But that rationale only works with people who are not chronically grandiose. Another situation to sort of keep in mind in these relationships is, for example...
Okay, so unrealistic sense of superiority characterized by a sustained view of oneself as better. So this is referring to the narcissist who has this big dream and then has no plan. Again, this is where the treatment needs to evolve. I skipped a couple months, just went to the recent video. And again, just stop calling the other the narcissist. Find the narcissist, the way to embrace the narcissist in you. Again, I don't know if you're indirectly trying to get that through somebody trying to realize their own narcissistic disorder, doctor. But again, if we're talking about failure to launch, it's this roundabout like, oh, you should figure it out yourself. So somebody who has those parents, who has the trust fund and still, was made to just, anything that I wanted to do that I knew I wanted to do, just to do it and just say, at least I tried, was just like, then you pay for it. So then, I guess I had a tougher life in that situation, but tougher is a matter of perspective, because if I compare that to the life my father had, it doesn't even come close. So again, for me to just be like, yeah, you're right, take that as it's just, there's so many things where once you self-realize and become self-aware, that's when you're at your most vulnerable. The moment you pledge your greatest love, prepare to meet your greatest fear. And that's where people fail. And if we're talking about just the big dream, or it's not even a big dream, that's so many people pick fear the path of fear disguised as practicality. So if you're just like, I'm going to start a business or do this, it's like, you're not doing anything differently. So instead of like, oh, you don't have a plan, how about like, okay, that's good. At least you're dreaming. Now let's figure out why this is your dream. Let's make sure you're in alignment, especially parents with kids. Today, you guys have done a crack up job on raising these children. I mean, that's just a personal opinion. And that is a true just disappointment. Again, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just stating my truth. And I'm just tired of it. So, look, sense of superiority. I have no superiority. I have a connection to everybody. So that's the difference, again, from self-centering and self-centered. So if you want some different advice, or doctor, if you want to clinically analyze me about my grandiose claim of being the second coming of Jesus, I would love that. I can't pay you tens of thousands of dollars, but I hope that my 3 videos here give you some kind of idea of who I am, and maybe an interesting study for people to see, because I would love to know what somebody who is a professional like you in your field has to say about an authentic, narcissistic, grandiose person like me, and just go from there. Like, I hope that's not a challenge. That's actually just like a personal request. But again, I'll keep watching, and just, again, I hope this helps all the professionals in the field, because you're the ones that people are going to be coming to. But again, I don't at least try to put out the knowledge that I think is the knowledge that we need to catch up to just being real with each other. Then, that's my intent. This is why I'm doing this. So again, I'm just following my own rules. I'm not here to live up to your expectations. You're not here to live up to mine. So how about if I don't meet yours, or you don't meet mine, and that's a problem, then let's talk about it. But let's not just keep it inside and just be like, am I the narcissist, or they're the narcissist, or is this just, should I pay somebody? You should not have to pay money to get true help. I've heard a lot of like, this is the tuition you got to pay. Yeah, that's the old days. In this new world, if you truly want to be a good person and contribute to society, if I'm the second coming of Jesus and I become president in 2024, then I will give you the opportunity to chase whatever grandiose dream that you have that people have told you, like, that's a pipe dream. That's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. Well, following that path of mediocrity has gotten us here. So I think we should probably think about taking a chance on, maybe failing at what we do want, because clearly we can fail at what we think we want.